Yeah. I get that feeling in my stomach, like I'm feeling for a come up, like a pregnant woman eating for her unborn son or daughter. Serial killer with a splash of cold milk. These men are built by weight, lactic acid, home skills. For the massive more meals, for the gastric hole still. Listen, we may clash, but the titans don't chill. This is food for thought, food for you all. We ain't the news, just a crew with the tools for the sport. Fast food.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
Jump. Okay. And I have to catch them.
Yeah.
As a man, I can't let them fall.
So core is important right now.
Core, stability, foundation. I don't skip leg days. Yeah. Like I'm a, physically, mentally, personally, I'm a solid guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
No. I'm staying with that. No. I didn't associate with any other guys. I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
And Tuesday, my favorite time of the year. After my birthday, I say carnivals. No, I say carnival, then my birthday, then Christmas. You just have to stay on point, bro, because you don't know who you haven't seen for time that's going to be happy to see you, that's going to rush you, pick her up.
Speaking of carnival, I asked Drizzy if he wanted to roll with me to carnival on Sunday. He categorically said no, because he's going to be in his own thing. And obviously, a man of his hue and his heritage, I can see why he wouldn't want to hang around with me, because Jamaicans are going to do Jamaican things. And
yeah, you know why I didn't answer? You know why I didn't answer that?
You guys won.
You know why I didn't answer that invitation, Trim? You know why I didn't answer that invitation? Because it never came.
Oh. And
no invitation flew my way. Like, Drizz,
So
Sunday.
I would say he's actually lying.
No, let's not do that. Let's not.
You're a liar. He's a liar.
So Trim, you know why our handshakes felt extra certified compared to his one.
His one's
wet white one. Little things like that.
Soggy phalanges.
Yeah. Little wet wipes. Handshake there.
I spoke to Drizzy, and Drizzy said he's walking around the carnival. That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
He's not going to be. Because I said I'm
not
going to.
I don't pull up one spot.
Like
I can't pull up one spot.
I
Maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes. Depends who she is. I'll pull up.
Hello.
So that's just one sitting.
Yeah, hello. It
45 minutes
depends who she is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if I didn't know our guest today, and our guest locked eyes with me, and she backed it up like a dumper truck, and then I move forward like connected to the Wi-Fi, then she respectfully embraces my belt in waist.
Yeah.
I might pull up there the whole day.
Okay.
We about to order Uber Eats to come through the crowd. I ain't moving.
I'll stay in
To bring refreshments.
I ain't moving.
That's
You
true.
gotta stay.
That's true. Bruv, 2 supermorons of water. I'm good to go, Richard.
Good to go, man.
You know what I mean?
How is
it's
everybody?
Carnival weekend, so I will be having one to little drink.
How's everybody doing? You know what? I've just been on the go all weekend, and this is the first time I've actually sat down and been able to just chop it up with the people.
Yeah.
Just been family this weekend. Obviously, shout out to my son Shire, I love you.
In the building.
Chilling like a villain. Shout out to Mumsy. Shout out to my brother Teeks, Rai.
Teeks.
Family. It was a family weekend, and I just got back here, man. So like,
Side note, big up Teeks. I know we're under a bit of pressure, Teeks, but just
hang
hang in there with me, brother. Hang in there with me, brother. Don't worry. After nightmares, it's good times. Just hang in there with me, brother. But yeah, big up Teeks.
Also, summer is nearly up.
Yeah.
And I think we've had a good summer. If you like weather-wise,
For a long time.
Yeah.
it stayed strong. We cannot say we never had a summer.
No. Weather-wise,
Undeniable.
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Even events. There's been a lot of good events this year as well.
Yeah. I haven't. Do you know what? I haven't been to too many events this year. But
Would we have said that the events were that good if we never experienced lockdown?
it's a good question.
No,
Would we have appreciated it as much? I think the appreciation's
Do
changed.
you know what? The energy's different.
Yeah?
Because because people are outside, so people come with all the energy and all the good vibes. So I feel like normal events that maybe are not so great are even better. So I think lockdown has heightened everything.
I think a lot of the promoters and the people that are actually doing the events had to reinvent some stuff, and it gave them time because they might have taken for granted their numbers and the people that come. So now it's almost like we want to make sure that when people do come back, it's going to be lit. It's going to be...
Yeah.
I went to a Latino festival
give it.
You went to that?
It's in Birdie Spots. I always normally link up in there.
Talk to me.
I went to meet my hombres, check out a few mamacitas in there.
Because I remember you sending me the link, and it is a free event. Am I correct in saying?
Yes, I think they used that just to gauge numbers.
Right.
But then obviously with the strike, the tube strike and all that, I think that impacted. Like, it was a great turnout.
Yeah.
I feel like there'd have been at least 2 or 3 times more people if it wasn't for the tube strike.
Right. But it was a vibe.
The Dominican Republic ladies, the Colombians, the Venezuelans. As for the Brazilians, especially shout out to the Brazilians, because I always get asked if we're from Brazil.
Talk about it.
To the point now I just say yes.
Where
Depending on
you
who's asking. I'm Dominican.
Okay.
But depending on who she is, she says, so you're from Brazil? I said, yes.
See?
Rio.
See?
No, that's Spanish.
Everything, see.
No, they speak Portuguese there, innit?
See?
He said he doesn't care.
Sorry. Apologies. Sorry.
They know what C is.
But Trim, if you ask me to tell you what Rio de Janeiro is, I'll say it's Rio de Janeiro. But when it's one of those, I'll be like Rio de Janeiro.
You got to roll your tongue.
Yeah, I stood like that. And then I say Fast and Furious 5.
Yeah.
Legit is my favorite one, but I always say, Fast and Furious 5. How sick was that in Brazil? That keeps the conversation going. Come on, the favelas and them. I know, bruv. R9, R10, we're in these streets, respectfully.
All right. Fast Food Podcast. Let's get this thing started.
Why is your foot crackling like that? You're right.
Pressure.
Man needs some Vicks. Why is it?
Which foot crackling?
What do you?
Your voice, man said.
My voice. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I can see what type of pod this is today. Fast Food Podcast. Let's keep it moving.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
This is the Fast Food Podcast. I go by the name of Morgan Hytes, and I'm with 2 of my illustrious co-hosts today. Trimmer, who's got the keys to my Beamer?
What up?
And Drizzy, Saka Fat Freckles is in the building once again.
Shout out to my Brazilian family.
Yeah, we are here every fortnight to bring you food for thought, soul food for the mind, and a feast for the palate. Before we kick off the show, we are on all available DSPs from Spotify, SoundCloud, to iTunes and Google Podcasts. The episodes are also available visually on our YouTube channel, which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Please subscribe, hit the notification button. Also click the notification bell for instant updates when episodes drop. I want to say big shout out to Jojo Montana, aka Jojo from the South, aka Jojo the Dry Foot Barbarian. We're in the building. It's good to see you again, sir. I want to say, we had a great episode last pod with a special guest. And we want to pay homage and big him up. Send a massive shout out to Kojo Annam. We appreciate you coming onto the show and representing. Pause. And once again, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to come to the show and represent, but we do appreciate that. So thank you for coming down. Also, you know what? So I said this the last time as well. I said, you lot, stop getting used to these guests, because this is not a guest-based show. But we got another guest because it was just appropriate. I speak to this lovely lady quite often, to be fair, because of Clubhouse, and I feel like she's got a voice. I feel like she's very, very well-rounded individual. She's a mother. She's black. She's beautiful. And I feel like her opinions today could actually help us, because as men, we just talk about men stuff. And it's nice to have a female perspective on the show today. So I want to give a round of applause to Moments. Hello, love.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. It feels good to be here.
Yeah,
this
man.
is fun.
Yeah,
Can't
it will.
lie.
It's gonna be fun today. I'm gonna make sure today's fun. It's not gonna get too deep, but we appreciate you. Thanks for coming
Always.
through. We appreciate that. Any more shout outs before we press on? Anybody want to represent? Anybody got any?
I'm going to do something quick. A shout out to a friend of the show, White Yardie, who recently got married. Big up yourself, King.
Congrats.
We like to see that. Do you know what I mean? Summer of love, because obviously my show got
right.
married, a couple months back. As a
That's
shout out
right.
to him.
Yeah.
Shout to Queen Nikki. She's my brother Cadian's wife.
Yep.
She's recently got a new situation that I know she's really happy about. So I want to big her up.
Big yourself up.
Who else do I need to big up, man? I want to big up everyone in this room. It's important.
Come on.
It's important.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
I like what I see.
Yeah, man. Everyone look clean today. Everybody
More
does look
moments than
clean.
anyone else, but I do like what I see. You know what I'm saying? So big up everyone in the room representing. I don't know, I think that might be shout out to my Brazilian hombres and mamacitas. Shout out to my boy Hytes. Just big up everybody, man. If I forgot anyone, I'll catch you in the next episode. But obviously, big up the Clubhouse crew.
Come on.
Yes, no.
It's important.
I do have a list.
Yeah.
And I will definitely, in one of the intermissions, I'm going to give a shout out to.
Yeah, let's do that, because I met a lot of the Clubhouse Angels last week. So.
Yeah.
I like that. Clubhouse Angels.
Yeah. It's a select few, you know what I mean?
respect
But we
that.
represent.
That's a nice
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
We're respectable moments. We're respectable.
Some of y'all, but
Yeah, some of y'all. The rest of you lot, boy, demons, boy.
I wanted to do a shout out to
Go for it.
Tyler. He's just put out his new EP.
Big up
Fierce,
Tyler.
which came out on the
like
14th of the 8th. He also released Boogie's Ballad, which came out, which was the 15th of the 7th. So,
Big him up.
yeah, the video, obviously Trevor killed it with the video, but so the new EP is out. Really proud of him. He's working really hard. That's 2 of 6. So we're doing 6 projects before the end of the year. We've knocked 2 out of the way for Massive Action. So, yeah, man,
Can we
keep doing your thing, man.
we'll put the links in the descriptions?
100%.
100%.
Can do that.
All right, that's what we'll do.
Also,
Go for
I
it.
wanted to big up one of our guys from the Copology group,
Who's that?
Junior, who's put out
Yep.
his film called Absent. So anybody that wants to know about that,
You made
find
a
out.
little.
I had a little cameo in there. I got my little shot on there, little scene.
With the
I
barbershop,
won't
was
say
it that? Was it the barbershop
It
scene?
might be. It might be the barbershop
okay,
scene.
okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, check us out on @Absent Short Film, and man, everybody else doing their thing right now. Everybody's working hard. I love that.
The Fast Food Podcast.
What's going?
He's been pausing a lot.
How's the war in Ukraine going? Is that still a thing, or is
What war?
summer?
I'm gonna talk about the
Okay,
the
sorry.
war.
No, I just wanted to check. It's been very quiet. It's been very quiet on that front. So I just wanted to double
What's
check.
going on with
All
that thing?
right. I think we should go down the road and just get his jokes out the way.
Okay.
Right?
What, the war?
Bro, that's not
Jeez.
funny. That's not
My
funny.
gosh.
That's not.
I'm not involved.
Yo, listen, that was Trim. The voice you heard was Trim's voice.
That was my voice.
And the Fast Food Podcast does not in any way, shape, or form associate itself with the thoughts
To me.
of Trim in regards to
To
this.
me.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on the war.
So, first of all, I saw the trim. I saw his haircut, and it looked too road, too South London-ish.
But what are you doing?
And I could tell that he was not ready for this fight.
What?
Just by the trim.
Okay, hold on, wait a
Nah.
minute.
Who are you talking about?
Nah. It's a
Hold on,
disrespect.
wait a
It's
minute.
disrespect.
Hold on, wait a minute. Elaborate more
Yeah.
about the South London trim.
Where's he from?
He's not from South London, he's from Watford.
Is he from Watford?
Damn.
That explains it then, because Watford Donnies, their trims are not good.
Hello, I'm kind of a Watford girl. Allow my man them from Watford now. Come on now. Don't do them like that.
You said it was going to be fun. You said it was going to be fun.
My brother lives in Watford too, but
Yeah?
he's not from Watford. So the fade was too high. And I was like, AJ, why have you got the high top today? You should not even have a trim today. You shouldn't have a trim. As far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't have had the time to get a trim. All you should have had time for was punching up Donnies in training and coming out to fight Usyk on a Route 1 thing.
But you do have recovery time during training, so it's easy to, while you're chilling, to
Have
get
something
a
to
haircut.
eat. Have something to eat.
Of course, but you can still fit. Bro, how long's the trim? You acting like he's got a huge afro or something.
I don't
Get
think none of that matters.
Some rest.
I think what you're doing here is a little bit unfair, because if you actually look at check out as far as boxers go, would you say that AJ is a technical boxer? Do you say that technically he's skilled? Skilled.
I think AJ just needs to do JD Sports adverts.
No, you're not. Okay then. So, but is that answering the question? I'm just asking the question.
Listen, I'm trying to.
Well, because he lost today. Because he lost yesterday.
I'm getting the jokes out the way. I'm getting the jokes out.
Is he the most technically gifted boxer? No. But at the same time, you can use your strengths in your toolbox to make it through, which he has done for a very long time.
But can I ask? Sorry, go on. Finish that. Sorry.
The funny thing is, right?
Yeah.
This guy has had how many fights? He's lost 3.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? 2 to the same guy and then 1 to Ruiz.
You've gone too far.
Okay, apologies.
You've gone too far.
I'm
going straight towards what AJ looks like, first of all, coming out from that.
Then you're looking at the whole thing wrong already.
He lost weight for the fight.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. As you do.
What do you mean good? He lost the fight. That wasn't good.
No, you said
matter.
wait.
Yeah,
you didn't
but-
say
okay,
fight.
so-
You said wait. Don't try and flip it on trim.
No,
You
but
said
I
wait.
was actually waiting for you to finish your point.
I know, but he wants to come with the jokes. So let
Coming
him go.
in.
He looked skinny and malnutritioned. He didn't look strong. He looked like it wasn't the weight that he should have been for this fight.
Bro, are you sure you watched the right?
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's got chicken. He had chicken legs.
He's always had chicken legs,
He's never not had chicken legs.
Bro, majority of Donnies that, bro, Deontay
And that
Wilder
height.
has chicken legs. I don't want to. Let me not say.
I don't know how much you want him to squat. But man wants him to just start squatting. Just wants him to just squat his ass
I
up.
was gonna say something.
I know.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I know.
Respectfully, I'm not gonna do that.
But go on. But what can you just
Okay,
Because you lot want to go serious. I'm like, okay, cool.
Second, like a joke, but like give the props. Do what's
Props to what?
okay. You step into the ring then.
Props to what we doing?
you-
all right, so okay, so this is where we're going, because I can't do the jokes right now, even though that's
He
really
needs
me.
to be warmed up. Foreplay.
But
He needs some
where we're
foreplay.
going right
innit?
now-
Yeah.
Okay, so based on, we all know what the last fight was like, right?
Yeah.
Was it a better attempt?
Doesn't matter.
No, that's
It
not.
was-
what-
it
you're
was-
Not, you're
it
not
was-
giving me. You're not.
Trim,
you can't go-
Trim,
he's
you
not-
and I,
he's not-
you
he's
and
not
I,
with
you
it.
and I. Yeah,
yeah.
the adults in the room
Thank
and
you.
moments as well.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
let's
Who
go.
know their stuff, okay?
How was his performance as opposed to the last?
I think he learned.
I didn't ask you.
I think he, damn. I think he learned from the last fight.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
when someone is they just have it. It's like Messi and Ronaldo. Messi is naturally gifted.
That fact.
Cristiano
Works at it.
is a hard-working Donny
a
who's
grafter.
like, I'm gonna work to get to that level.
Yeah.
AJ has never been technically gifted.
Nope.
But the tools he has available to him,
Yeah.
he's used it to his utmost and it's got him this far.
He almost
but he
had
just
him.
came into a buzzsaw of a Donny that is technically a
It's
G.
just about- it's
Well,
just
you
a
lot,
better
are
technical
you lot
fighter.
part of AJ's street team or something?
It's got nothing to do with that. I never thought he was gonna. If I'm being totally honest, I never thought he was gonna win. I would have liked for him to win, but
course.
at the end of the day, he didn't. But what I did see, and what I'm always gonna do, is say to him, "Well done for doing better." Are you the type of person
I'm
Hytes,
gonna
that
go-
will not say "Well done for doing better" and talk about man's haircut?
I'm gonna go.
Are you the your haircut?
I'm
you
gonna.
lost. Right.
We've got a guest today, and I wanted to be funny and be crack
can
jokes.
still
we
do
can
that.
do that.
We've had-
All right.
we've-
No,
we've had
we can
jokes
be
before.
funny.
All right, let's be serious then.
Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm a results-based person. I
Yeah.
like results.
You don't
I
take L's.
Of course I do, but
just
I'm
checking.
about results. And first and foremost,
Yeah.
last night was for AJ to go out into this fight and knock out Usyk within at least 4 rounds.
Why did you think AJ has the capability to do
Let
that?
me finish.
Go ahead.
Knock out Usyk.
Because if you go longer in any rounds with Usyk, he's going to outbox you. We saw that in the first fight.
Right.
He's gonna do that.
Right.
So when I saw 2-3 rounds and I saw jab, try throw the right hand, and I saw Usyk with combinations like flipping Ryu and Ken, I said it's going to be a long night once again. Okay. Second of all, yes, I do big up performance and effort to a certain extent, but I didn't want to see that yesterday. I wanted to see AJ go and be an animal and knock the motherfucker out.
That type of fight, he ain't got in him with this guy.
Then he lost the fight before he even walked on the stage, which was my point back to the jokes. From the time he had his haircut, I knew he was going to lose by his haircut.
All right, hold on, Dave Chappelle. 1 second, Dave Chappelle. Now, if he goes in with that game plan that you wanted, right?
Yeah.
How many rounds do you think he would have lasted?
You got to knock man out in 3 rounds.
Okay, but if he goes in all guns blazing against Usyk, who, as far as I'm aware, is undefeated, right?
Yeah.
He's undefeated.
Yeah.
What? He's what? Undefeated.
Yeah.
And you want to go in gun-ho like that to someone who's undefeated, who's technically gifted.
And a cruiserweight. Beating up heavyweights.
This is the thing.
You got to be real. He never had a chance. I know people don't want to say it, but he didn't. He never stood a chance.
I see moments with me.
No, but that's a fact. You're making a joke. A joke and a fact, two different things.
He had chicken legs, a bad haircut.
You need to let that chicken leg go,
He didn't have any
Nando's.
He didn't have any planting that day.
Finished.
Malt, simple malt,
and
Guinness punch.
He didn't look strong. And
fig, dashing, yam.
But he might have just wanted to change techniques and be lighter this time, opposed to last time where he was heavier, so that he could move a little bit easier, 100%. Be quicker with it.
Definitely.
You have to change something.
The last fight, all he was a target.
He
was just massive. He was a target. He was getting hit all the time.
He was a target.
And this time,
fight. He got his head punched
He only
off.
started getting hit more towards the middle of the fight.
Okay, let's talk about.
Usyk was finding it difficult.
All right, let's talk about the fight. He's walked out. I hate Saudi Arabia fights.
Okay, I'm glad you added that bit at the end.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
He was going to get the doodle mouth thing.
Yeah. Now, because he left it at just that first part, I'd have gone outside. Yeah.
There's no vibe to the fight. Like, there's no like. It just felt. It felt corporate.
Yeah.
It felt very corporate, very well.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You've brought a valid point.
Yeah.
In general,
sometimes I do make some.
You know, I'll give you that. Do you know what I mean? And when you catch an L, I don't hold it against you. It's funny how, but anyway. But like in general, right? Even when I go to like football games, sometimes I'm sitting there, it's like, right, it's almost got like that Colosseum kind of gladiator feel to it. It's like we are here and you're doing what you're doing for our enjoyment. And sometimes I'm like, there's a little bit morally like, but anyway, I don't want to digress. But there especially, shout out to the Saudi Arabia crew because we're international podcasts and like, you know, every listen helps and all that. Don't forget we're on all DSPs and we're on YouTube and everything there. Do you know what I mean? We do not, do you know what I mean? We do not condone the thoughts of Morgan Hytes in regards to Saudi Arabia. But anyway, but yeah, you're right. It does feel like a whole like Colosseum gladiator kind of like, right, there's these two, there's the white one, there's the black one, and fight to the death, and let's see.
It was dry.
Yeah.
It was,
plus it's hot as well.
I'm sorry, I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed it.
All right, you see like a fight like this, to me, is probably the biggest fight this year, right? Is arguably, what fight?
I don't think there's going to be anything bigger than this year.
Right, so...
Well, we got Ben Jr. and...
It's not a bigger fight.
No, but I mean, there's fights to look forward to.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
But that's not...
So
that's biscuits.
How I've grown up watching fights, and it was shout out to my pops. I sit with my pops as well yesterday as well, watching the fights. He used to let me sit up and watch Mike Tyson fights. So I'd be like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I never knew what 4 o'clock in the morning looked like until my dad let me watch Mike Tyson fights in Vegas, where there's a vibe.
Yeah, cool.
And there's energy and his roar and his passion.
Let me go Vegas.
Vegas is different.
I almost felt when I was watching those fights that I was there.
Yeah.
I felt like a type of nervousness,
Yeah.
some sort. I got butterflies with Mike Tyson
Yeah.
fights because I was just like, this is gonna be mad.
Yeah.
And you think about what Mike Tyson used to do.
Yeah.
Press conferences, things he said, and the way that
I'm going to kill you.
yeah, the way that he used to just beat people up in first, second rounds. This one, it was like it's just too calm, and they both walked out national anthems or some. What was that? What did he play for AJ? Like, what was the music?
I forgot.
We let the dogs out.
No. It was just some dry.
It must have been the national anthem for England then, if it was dry.
There was a national. There wasn't. No, there was the Saudi Arabia. There was the Saudi Arabian national anthem. Then there was AJ. Then there was Usyk's.
Usyk's thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
But his music.
Where's
Where's
Gigs? Where's Gigs? Trim. Where's Gigs?
I don't know.
Gigs has got.
Maybe
Gigs has got.
said, "Oh, bro,
Nah, let's keep it real.
let's get someone else to do our music."
Let's
Pay
keep it
gigs.
real.
Pay
Talking
gigs.
the hardest is the national anthem
Absolutely.
of the United
He's
Kingdom.
got to walk out.
You've got to walk out to that.
You've got to walk out to that.
I want to see smoke, and then I want to hear. You just let the beat roll for like 30 seconds, and then just Gigs comes out. If you're talking the hardest, Gigs better pop up in your thoughts as an artist. Jeez. And then AJ comes out like this.
It was dry. He walked out on stage. They did the all of
Yeah,
and then they fought. So I was just like,
True, don't do that with your tongue again, please. I'm begging you.
Yeah,
Please,
I
don't
didn't
do
even
that.
see. I
Don't
didn't
do
see
that.
that. I didn't see it. Savage. What is that? What he does with his tongue?
Bro.
Pause. I'll say that for you.
Wowza. Sorry. I thought I was looking at a washing machine over there. My man's tongue just went like, whoa. True.
All right.
What are you trying to give me adverts like trying to for like yo?
So AJ gave me a little bit of hope in maybe the first to third round.
Okay.
Where he found combinations where he was more of a counter-attacking fighter.
Yeah.
Where Usyk is very, very he's southpaw, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I noticed during the fight, he would change up his stance and he would try different techniques or different fighting methods to switch up what was happening to him. And what was happening to him was AJ was punching him to the body a lot and he was getting shots in.
Was that happening in the first 3 rounds, or was that more? So
I would say
to the
more.
middle?
I would say more second, third round. Because what happened is again my evaluation and my ideal view of what the fight should have been was AJ on the attack,
On the front foot.
right on the front
bombing.
foot. But when I didn't see that, at least I saw AJ in control of the fight at points during the beginning of the.
Controlled most. Not the most. Sorry, I take that back. He
Yeah.
didn't control most of the fight.
Yeah.
But from the first round, you can't really say shit. You can't really work it out.
Yeah.
But I'd say from maybe the second, third round to like the 5th.
Yeah.
He had a little something
You
going
had
on.
something
Then
going on.
He kept on hurting my man. He kept on hurting him because you saw him wincing. You
Yeah.
saw him not enjoying the body punches.
Absolutely.
But then when he came out, there was a couple of rounds where he kind of like started thumping man in his face, and
Yeah.
AJ became the target again.
Yep.
And I think what's happened in those times where he started to remember what happened before,
Yeah.
where he got clatted. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he lost focus,
Confidence.
but then he came back again.
Yeah.
More body punches, done his thing. I think it was a valiant
Attempt.
All right, quick one
but-
before we wrap this up, yeah? Do you think if AJ had fought someone in between the rematch,
No.
would that have helped?
No.
Because obviously you get memories of the first fight.
yeah.
If you had fought someone, then took on Usyk like next year, do you think that's enough time to,
No.
do you know what I mean?
He needed to.
He changed his trainer, right? So
He just can't beat
and which did help, but I just felt like I was again.
switched
Okay,
off.
all right, trim, yeah. Me and my pops watched the first Usyk Joshua fight, and both of us left. You know, after a disappointing football match, everybody just says, "Go, let's go, we're going home." Especially finals
Before the end.
Yeah, like we're like, remember when England lost?
Yeah.
No one hung around at my house. Everybody was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we're
See you
out.
later.
I was like, "Raw, no champagne, anyone?" No. Nah, man, we're going home. You see what I'm saying? So the first one, we was disappointed. So again, my expectations were very high in this one.
How could you- Sorry.
Because you know why, Trim? Because it means, and you could tell by that it meant a lot from what the fuck he did after the fight.
Yes.
right? Which was another shit show.
Okay, all right, hold on.
I'm happy to
hold on.
talk
Okay.
Because
break it down for the people what happened after the fight.
Yeah, because we're not wrapping nothing up until we talk about the
Okay,
shit
let's
show
get into that.
happened.
Forget the fight because he lost. Let's go into what happened afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Break it down for the people.
after he took an L,
Yeah.
he went to walk out. No.
No, they always do an in-ring interview like,
Yeah.
winner, loser, whatever.
Yeah, and he grabbed his belts
Yeah.
and threw them off the stage.
At the ring.
I never
ring.
saw that.
Yeah,
He
at the
threw
ring.
them out of the ring
Oh, the cohost.
and cut and kind of dismissed Usyk unsportsmanlike.
Do you know
Is that a word? Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
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 And then
fast food thing.
Let him have it.
you gotta relax. Right, so like he's walked off and
We're missing something else.
I think all friends and whoever his coach was or his entourage were telling him to go back on stage.
Fix up.
So he's fixed up, gone back on stage and got the mic. The mic hadn't even been connected yet and I could hear him talking. Then it connected and then he said,
Everything.
bro,
He talked about his time in jail.
bro, he talked about Reading man them and the HMP man them in Reading. I said, no.
Bro,
Did he really do that?
Bro, this guy.
Is this what really happened? When I was
This
trying to
guy.
speak?
Listen, I can't recall if that specifically was said. But you know how this guy is very specific about the man them in the wings.
I've got more. There's something before that. I'm gonna have
Trim,
to-
I promise you, he said that. I promise you. He said HMP man and the Reading man them. And the man them that I went to jail twice and it got peak and what else did he say?
He talked about badding up someone's mum. He talked about.
Whoa!
No, I'm joking. No, but here's the thing, though, right? You look how quick he was gonna run with it. That's why I was like, nah, I don't want this guy to run with it, man. Okay, it was very.
It was an awkward feeling of embarrassment for me.
It was.
It was.
Okay, and I felt that as well. It's a balancing act because AJ's been so humble after the L's he's taken previously.
Yeah.
Very humble. Even when he's won, he's brought the person that lost and brought them into like his limelight when he's and been like, yo, big up, you're a warrior, boom, 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 boom. Last night, I just felt like the emotion just got the better of him because he genuinely thought he'd done everything in his power to prep and go at Usyk.
He mentioned
right?
the
and
UK,
when he lost,
he mentioned the Ukraine war.
yeah, he had the flag around him at one point as well.
That was the bit I wanted to talk about. That was the bit because I saw
about
I saw this Donny go over straight after he didn't win.
Yeah.
Go over to my man to Usyk
And take the
grab
flag
the
off.
flag,
Yeah.
try to wrap it around his tail and be part of the thing.
Yeah,
and I was
he was
thinking
wearing
to myself,
it,
hold on a minute.
Yeah.
What about the R peeps
The
that
G
cannot
unit.
escape?
What about G unit?
About G unit that cannot escape? Like we've got our brothers and sisters in Ukraine that cannot escape.
Yeah.
The Ukraine were
you
being
went there.
stopped
Yeah.
at borders,
Yeah.
saying no, you can't. You have to stay here while we escape.
Yeah.
You're not allowed on the buses. You're not allowed this. You can't bring dogs. Have
It's
to
just
go
good
first.
it's just good for paying
Whatever,
taxes
all of
and
this. And I was
stuff.
thinking to myself,
Yeah.
hold on a minute.
Talk about it.
And then after all of that, you as our spokesman are deciding to wrap this thing around your
It
skin.
was a shambles.
And I thought to myself, what a dickhead. I thought to myself, you have every responsibility to at least speak about something honest. And we haven't heard you yet, but still, you're repping this Ukrainian flag. And I'm thinking to myself, there's nothing wrong with feeling empathetic towards another nation's,
Turmoil and stuff.
unfortunate- drama and turmoil and whatever's going on. But if that's the case, if it was so important, why is the Ukrainian president on Vogue with his missus doing that?
I lie.
Doing all this?
Well, first of all,
I didn't see one shell.
First of all,
I never saw one shell or mortar. I never saw no
Lord
people
mercy.
with one shoe.
He went there.
I never saw no bricks. I never saw nothing like that. I just saw this guy
TikTok.
sitting on a nice comfy sofa like us.
TikTok.
And doing it. Yeah. TikToking. That's what I saw. And I have to speak to the Ukrainian president. I have to say, you see you, yeah?
Whoa.
No, I'm joking. But at the same time, because they're like, where's Trim? Where is he? They got him. He's gonna be a martyr. But anyway, all of that stuff, I just thought to myself, Rah,
It was awkward.
you let yourself down hugely for that.
It wasn't done with. It wasn't dignified and sportsmanlike.
It looked baggy.
Yeah.
It was
Baggy.
very uncontrollable and emotional.
Yeah.
It was a monologue of awkwardness, and I wanted to turn the TV over.
I can imagine.
I grabbed the remote and I said, "We can't see much more of this because he's dying on stage." Like,
And then you switch it off.
I never saw that, but he watched it. What he watched more.
But you know what it is with him?
I never saw that, but I'm glad I never.
No offense, I love him.
yeah, we all do.
But he's not a spokesman. He's not someone he's not a man of many words.
He proved that
so
last
I would
night.
never have that expectation of him. That's
He
one.
had a lot last night.
And two, I agree. I think he deserves to have a bad day. For the most part, he's carried himself with grace his entire career.
talk
him
about
having
it.
one off day,
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Second
I won't
second
lie.
off day,
Yeah,
technically.
No, but in regards
But,
to
you know,
the
like
mic.
the verbiage,
Yeah, the verbiage,
I can let it
yeah.
lie.
I think he was
I
disappointed.
really can. I think he was upset.
I think he was disappointed in the fact that there was a point where he could have, if he'd given another 10-15%
Yeah, he
while
could've
he
won.
had
Yeah, but
the
wasn't-
momentum, he could have got
Wasn't
done
it a
because
split
he had
decision thing at one point? Like, didn't it come down to that? Like,
close.
like
There
it
was a point when it was close.
Yeah.
But
There was
the
a point
difference-
when it was
When you
even.
are that close, you have to relish it.
Yeah.
Because Usyk is a boxer,
Yes.
whereas AJ is an athlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not the trained
Yes.
brain for boxing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not. Mike Tyson, if we're going to talk about
Yeah.
Mike Tyson
is a
he had a science from young.
piece to the guards.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and he, unfortunately, life and different things got the better of him.
But as a
and whatever.
fighter,
But
Yeah.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you,
So AJ, here's the thing, yeah.
it's not the same.
When you've got your thoughts together and all that stuff, like the Fast Food Podcast is here as a platform. If you want to come onto the show,
yeah, I'll give you a
and share
haircut.
your
I'll
thoughts,
give you a
man.
haircut
I was
before.
about to say.
I'll give you a trim before because I felt like the low, like either grow it out fully and just tell everybody that you didn't have time for a trim, or go all the way, cut it off. But if you,
I don't think it was. I'm
AJ,
a barber.
ignore
I'm a
this
barber,
man.
and I don't think
Ignore
it was,
him.
bro, you ain't got
Was it
time.
that bad?
AJ, you
I
ain't
don't
got
think
time
it
to get a
was
haircut.
horrible.
You ain't got time to have a high top fade.
As a man, there's always time to get a
There's
haircut.
always time. The way you're lying right now ain't even right.
Yeah.
You gotta
But
look
if he takes-
slick. Why did you know what I mean?
Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't do that. Don't do
The
that. Don't do that.
Fast Food Podcast.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
As
We
a
ain't got
married
the
man.
bell.
Oh, whoa.
We ain't got the
Okay.
bell.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's a two-parter.
Okay.
Oh.
You shout first of all, disclaimer. Shout to the Mrs.
Levels.
Lisa.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
okay, respect
Let's
to
do
it.
that. The mother of Prince Shai, who's in the building as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
The wife of man like
I
Morgs.
want you to.
know what I mean?
I want you to get on with
This
it.
is
Right, okay, cool.
long-winded.
It's all right, Trim. It's cool.
All right, my bad.
I speak for the both of us because you don't say much anyway. So.
All right, cool.
Right, here we go. If she, when did you propose to your missus? What year?
2000.
True. Why do you say like you was there?
2015.
2015.
I
Okay.
remembered.
Where was it?
It was in Scotland.
Okay.
In the Highlands.
In the Highlands.
Man went
they,
in the
they have some good war up there, you
Highlander
know?
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There can only be one.
Springs.
All right. What if she had beat you to the punch and she had proposed to you? What would you have done? That's part one of my two-parter.
I would have been quite shocked and amazed because my wife
Yeah.
would never let that. She's traditional.
Traditional,
But
yeah.
I would. I'd still be happy about it.
Would you still say yes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Even if she had people come out and the cameras and all that in front of you and she proposed to you, you would still say yes? Or have I just changed the dynamics of
You have.
what question? Okay, cool. So if there was no, it was just you and her,
Yeah.
and she got on her knee,
Yeah.
I'm being respectful here, on her knee and proposed to you,
Yeah.
you'd say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a bit mad, but yeah.
But if,
Go on.
what's the difference?
Tradition.
It's just tradition, isn't it?
Tradition. That's it.
So if someone's there, it's not. I don't know. I don't understand. I
No,
don't get
Jim,
it. There's
it's the
something
man
I'm
that
missing.
normally leads with the
I
on
understand
the knee,
that,
right? But if
he
the
said
woman
he would say yes.
Yeah.
He said he would say yes if it was just them.
Yeah.
But if someone else was there,
with a camera for it looks techie,
Because
isn't
I just don't like theatrics.
it? Yeah.
That has nothing to do with tradition. You lot need to be honest. That's more to do with you're probably
His
feeling less
ego.
like a man in that moment.
That's
and her
ego.
taking that power from you. lot.
And this is why.
Let's be real. Because
See what I did
when
there?
it happened to
You
Jim
gotta
Jones,
be ego.
Chrissy did it to Jim Jones. I don't know if you remember in Love and Hip Hop.
yeah.
And I reckon they'd been together for so long.
Yeah.
If it was behind closed doors,
Yeah.
it would have been a different situation. But because it was in front of everyone and she got on one knee, I think he felt less of a man.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
And you know what? They've probably been the most
That's true.
fiancéed
That's true.
couple
Yes.
in history
Yes.
of fiancéing, bro.
For so long.
Like,
That's
just get
true.
married already.
Yeah,
fam. Go
for
on.
real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just get it done.
Okay, part 2 of my question.
Oh, there's more.
This is for everyone in the room now.
Come on.
Thank
Right,
God.
so it could. So it was you under pressure there. Yeah,
Yeah, I
sorry about that. Okay, cool.
I heard his heart bumping.
All right, okay, yeah, I thought it was his foot.
We went from AJ to my marriage.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, cool.
It's like, what are you gonna say?
The second part of the question is this, right? So who it applies to in regards to gender for you? It applies to, right? Okay. Say your other half
Yeah.
is famous. So say the man them in the room, we're either dating a Minaj or a Rihanna or a Beyonce or a Lori Harvey or a Sweetie. Right, you get the gist of where I'm going, right? Okay, cool. Queen, you
Oh
are
no, hell,
dating.
I'm dating them girls too. You must be crazy. What you mean?
Talk about it.
How he tried to say, oh yeah, I'm having all the bad bees and you can have those niggas. No, thank you.
Talk about it.
I want them too. Thank you.
Okay.
You heard?
Yes.
All right.
You heard me?
Okay. That's a very good.
Carry on.
Full shopping bag.
Lost for words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She took out his molars. She took out his molars. Bloop. She took out his teeth. Look, everything. Yeah. On live television. Yeah. Look, his imagination's going wild.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
All right,
I
let me bring
saw
it.
all his Maltesers falling right up. Look, speechless, bro. Yeah.
Drink up, man.
Dad.
Was that it? Do you need more?
No. It's good to pace yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This feels like it's been a long show. All right, cool. All right, so now we know that purposely or the other word, whatever it is, they made it on purpose or is that a word?
I don't know.
Cool. They're sex symbols, right?
Yeah.
Now, if someone asks you in an interview, hey, would you want to be, say all these women we talk about have a dog.
Right.
And then they ask you, if you could be a pet, what pet would you be?
Man said Archie.
I said,
Archie's here right now.
right now.
You see Archie. Archie's
And then
my
you
man.
say, we say, oh, we would like to be any one of those women we just mentioned, dog. They have a dog, right?
Right.
I want to be Beyonce's dog.
Right.
I've seen her actual pet dog.
Right, yeah.
Rihanna, wah.
You're right.
Then say Hove, then picks up on, man just said in his interview, if he could be anyone's pet dog,
I know where
it'd
you're going
be
with this.
Beyonce's pet dog.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that. So then Jay-Z then sends out a tweet and says, yo,
You're not allowed to be a dog.
keep my you're not allowed to be like, nah, we don't play those games around here. And tell your wife, by the way, to learn how to season her food.
Shit. Whoa, man.
Do you think that's an appropriate response to a man saying to Jay-Z's wife that I would like to be her pet dog if I could be anyone's pet dog? Do you think that's an appropriate response to someone saying that? Considering your wife, her whole look and everything like that is of a sexy appeal.
Yeah.
Whether it's on purpose or not is another thing, right? But her appeal to the man them, because let's be honest, we're not listening to most of the lyrics. We're just looking at the aesthetics, right?
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's an appropriate response to someone who is more or less bigging up your girl by saying, if I could be anyone's pet dog, I'd want to be her pet dog, so I could be around her? What do you feel?
Personally, I think you'd be I think that if you want to be a dog, clearly there's something wrong with your mental.
No, but that person we're talking using Beyonce as an example.
but
She has a pet dog.
You're not a
We've
dog.
seen it.
You're not a dog.
I'm definitely not a dog.
No, it was rhetorical.
All right, okay, cool. Yeah.
I think personally that's a cold response, and that response there was no need for it because that you're talking about The Rock's wife, right? Is that what we're talking about?
It's basically The Rock who said he'd like to be Megan Thee Stallion's pet dog while promoting his film Super Pets.
And then, he got
Megan's
peppered.
Donnie came out of the gates with that response. It's like, fam, you should, if anything, if you're secure in your situation.
Yeah.
I think when you pay respect to somebody in a way like I would like to be someone's pet moments, I would like to be your pet dog. That's just a way of saying I would like to be close to you.
Yeah.
That's it. For you then to go, tell your missus to put paprika on her chicken more. That's
Just
a bit,
because of
But clearly but you got to think about Drizzy proposed the question as in everyone, what would you say if da-da-da-da-da? But it's not, it's the fucking Rock.
Yes.
So when it's the Rock who's almost like the manliest man, depending on how people perceive whatever, he's so that guy's probably thinking, if my missus thinks that you want to be her dog, even if you say anything to her and she's with it,
it's a threat.
Yeah, of course he's going to feel threatened. So it's not, so generalizing it doesn't really.
But the Rock isn't somebody who outwardly is, he doesn't speak a lot in terms of.
That's the problem. Yeah. The fact that he doesn't speak a lot, but he wants to speak about Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, because Megan.
If you want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, that's a problem.
But true.
Because he's.
Let's be honest, it's Big Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, have you seen her?
Huh?
Have you seen what she looks like?
You should care, bro. It's Big Meg.
It's Big Meg, man.
Come on.
Yeah, Big Meg, great. I get it. But, like, you know what I mean?
But
isn't
it a fact that
he's the one that reacted?
Yeah, but isn't it a fact that The Rock, the spin is then The Rock rates my missus?
Yeah.
But Rock, I see you pimping, but she's mine. That's what your response
That's what it should be. It's not that deep.
But he didn't react well. He didn't.
And then he deletes it by going, it seems like some people took my responses a bit too. And it's like, no, bro, you basically went at her race.
You fireworked.
And told her about her race and learning to use seasoning and all that. Like, come on, bro.
That's cold-blooded, bro.
Don't let The Rock catch you, though.
Hold on a minute. Where's The Rock's missus from, by the way? Do we know?
That's a good question.
Is she like The Rock? Is she look like a Hawaiian with pineapple and pork?
It's Samoan. That's the correct word.
Is she? Is she Samoan?
Did you just say a pineapple?
Pineapple's an exotic fruit.
And pork.
Yeah,
that is a pineapple. I mean, that is a Hawaiian.
Jesus.
By the way, this is Fast Food Podcast, and this is episode 8, because I always forget to say that it's episode, what episode it is.
Might be the last one, the way we're going, boy.
Ocho.
Okay, intermission period.
Well needed.
We have special guest moments here.
Yeah.
Big up the man, them Jojo Montana, Trimmer.
Yeah.
Trizzy, Saka Freckles.
Pineapples.
We're keeping it moving like this, yeah?
Nice.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
Fast Food Podcast, episode 8.
That was one of your dreams. You used to practice
You could
back
still
in the
do
day.
Really?
He used to sing back in the day. Did you know this?
No.
He was in the R&B group and
he was in the
everything.
group.
Swear down.
They used to do backups vocals for a damage.
What is wrong with
You know what? I can see it, you know.
A lady comes to the podcast and everybody chats. It's ridiculous.
It's
Bro,
safe
it's on the
space.
show.
It's on the show.
Safe
It's on the
space.
show.
It's on the podcast.
Fast Food Podcast, episode 8.
lying?
I'm here with two of my illustrious co-hosts. Trimmer, who's got the keys to my Miba. Saka Freckles. And we got special guest Moments here today. Blessings. We're moving forward. And a big conversation that I wanted to have, because it's for the last couple of days, I would say. 2-3 days. It's been in the air. And I feel like this is a subject that can have so many different layers and takes to it, because we just have so many different experiences with R&B.
Yeah.
Right?
You won't get a resolution in one show either.
No way. It's got to be a series.
Yeah.
It
would be. It's such a big topic. It's such a big topic.
It is a big
there's
topic.
layers to it and everything. So
But we're going to dedicate a little time to this.
Try thing, yeah.
So Diddy,
Puff.
he asked, Puff, Daddy, P. Diddy,
Brother Love.
he asked who killed R&B. And I thought about it for a second, and because I love R&B so much, I thought about it and I pondered on it, and I was like, actually, who did kill R&B? First of all, I'm going to speak to Moments, because I speak to you lot all the time.
Okay.
And she's a lovely guest. Do you think R&B has been killed?
Yes, but I think we can get it back. We lost it a long time ago.
In what degree?
I feel like lyric-wise,
Mm-hmm.
we lost it. Feeling-wise, we lost it. So what they're talking about R&B today, the reason why I don't personally classify it as R&B is because it don't make me feel no type of way.
Talk about it.
Right? So obviously, yeah, you have your Summers and your Hers and all of them, and Queen Naija. Queen actually, I'll separate her because I think she is true R&B.
She is.
I think she's the old stuff coming back new.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I feel like technology is what has really ruined it for me personally.
Right.
The way it actually sounds.
Yep.
I don't appreciate as much anymore.
Yeah.
There's too much going on a track every time. But lyrically, I think we've lost the lyrics. I think people are too scared to be vulnerable like they once were. Like back in the day, R&B, like the men, the things they were singing,
Yes.
the way they were pouring their heart out and did not give a damn, man ain't doing that no more.
So let's talk deeper about that particular subject in terms of, I think you're alluding to love.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Do you think R&B has changed because people in general just have less love and empathy and relationships with each other? Reckon?
100%.
Yep.
We're in the
People-
toxic era, bro.
Yeah.
Like for
huge.
real.
Yeah.
For
Toxic
real.
is not even the word. Bro.
So in society, we've lost that to a degree,
Yes.
which is a reflection on what someone said something left in it.
No, I don't know why when I said that, I looked at Joe. Joe had this like the Grinch kind of grin on him. Like, oh, that's my back though.
You know it.
So love definitely is a factor. Would you say vulnerability?
Yeah.
I would go as far as to say, all right, we still do it to a degree. We make playlists. But my generation, I would go as far as to say our generation came from getting different records and putting it on a tape or a CD
100%.
and going to our significant other's house with that playlist.
Have you ever made a playlist CD for your girl?
Currently,
No, not currently, but like back then. Did you
Yeah.
make her like, babes, this is how I feel, here's the CD.
I always had...
It was never presented. I never presented
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
in,
yeah.
this is for you. I just remember having a tape, and I knew that, when the door knocked,
that you
you
press
come
play.
in, walk past the front room, because you don't need to be there. The fuck's in there? Come in, got the MIDI system.
You will be soon.
MIDI system, not playing any vinyl. It was just strictly cassette.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't CD times. Them
Yeah,
times
no, it
there.
wasn't, yeah.
Put in, I broke off.
Whoa.
I broke off you actually
The
put the
condom.
cassette in.
Yeah.
I took it off.
Yeah.
Because my one didn't have continuous play. So I broke off the front piece, put the tape in, so that obviously while you're getting busy, I could just do this and press stop. Flip the tape over.
Keep it moving.
Press play again.
Yep.
But if otherwise I had to pull it out, turn it over.
Right.
spin it.
What, mid-stroke?
Bro, skills. Just had to, you gotta be resourceful, man.
Yeah, you do.
I made a specific CD for my significant
Yeah, but that's what you're saying. You
Talk
said
about
CDs,
it.
but CDs.
No, so I meant,
I'm talking about just in just
Putting
play,
it together.
The
Compiling.
essence of R&B back then was putting a group of artists together on one tape for a session.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the
you had the
there was
default.
art in that.
You had the
Yeah,
default one.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You had the default one, and if you're really deep into the game, you would then construct it for like the foreplay section.
Yeah.
Well, you
yeah.
went
No,
there.
Yeah, like
he's
you'd
not
have-
lying though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So talk about it.
No, he's not lying.
You'd have certain records at
Yeah.
the beginning for the foreplay section, so it's setting the mood,
Yeah.
but you're not giving away too
Don't
much.
work your way up.
You didn't
Yeah.
do that. Don't do that.
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
I didn't just start drilling. I didn't just drill from the jump. You get what I'm saying?
Cool,
Even though I do like to go ham straight away.
Cool.
certain times, but
Who had R. Kelly on their mixtapes?
Of course.
That's
You had
what
to.
I was gonna say.
Come on.
It's impossible not to.
Yeah.
And you know the wickedest thing is?
Yeah.
sometimes you could put when a woman's fed up. You could put that on there just to remind her why she's here. Because your real Don isn't doing what I'm about to do to you. That's why you're here. And that's why you're here.
Let me ask Moments this actually, because this just hit me in my head. Do you? Whoa. When you listen to R&B, do you?
Yeah.
It's a question that I want to try and ask in a certain way. Don't do that. We all resonate to the lyrics to a degree, but do women listen to the lyrics deeper than they actually are?
Of course they. Sorry.
Bro,
because why I asked that Moments is because I can listen to hip hop, R&B, and that, and I can listen to it surfacely because I don't need to go, really, what he was really trying to say is. Yeah. But with R&B, obviously, because it's about feeling, soul, vulnerability, do you listen to it deeper than that? So did it touch you more?
Yeah, I mean, so R&B is my every single day life. So I listen to 3-4 playlists every single day. It's probably it's not the only genre that I listen to, but more time every single day on my way here. That's what I'm listening to. Right. Absolutely, I connect with the lyrics every single time. I would be a lie if I didn't tell you I cry every day.
Shit.
To some songs.
See what he does.
I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Like just my eyes will randomly well up. If I'm listening to like Faith Evans, one of her tracks from like them times. If I'm listening to, it's Faith that gets me the most. A bit of SWV that will have me. Mary J. I will tear up ever so slightly every time. It hits home every time.
Can I ask you quickly? What is your favorite? Or do you have a favorite Faith track?
I do. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it Come Over?
First album, Chase.
It's Come Over. That's probably my first, my favorite.
True.
Favorite.
Is Caramel Kisses good? I've heard about this song. I don't know. You never heard it before?
No.
Okay.
Faith Evans.
Faith Evans has got a song called Caramel Kisses. If you like Faith, I think you should.
But I'll go listen to that.
I think you should.
But that will have me. Yeah, so... Yeah, I definitely listen.
You're right,
I take in the lyrics. Do you know what it is? Because a lot of the time, you can really relate.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're not going through it right now, I can remember how I felt. And that's what gets me.
Right. Why I brought up R. Kelly is because my first girlfriend that I actually dated, I must have been about 16.
What was their name?
Layla. Shout out to Layla.
Hey.
She bought me 12 play. Yeah. and then she broke up with me.
How old was she?
She broke up with me, All right. And I'm trying to be vulnerable here, man. And she broke up with me, and I cried.
Layla made him cry.
This one's finished.
Layla tossed him in the bin. He said, "You softly."
I cried for. It felt like weeks.
How do you know what it was? Do you know what it was?
Yeah.
I'm asking. Do you know what it was? How it went left, and how come she made you mad?
Because I would say she was my first love.
Yeah.
And that 12 play album was like it was nostalgic. It was it gave me that feeling of a time. It gave me a feeling of a part of my life.
It's a capsule. It's like a time capsule, and you're in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But what? I just want to know why she dumped you, bruv.
She moved on.
Man was drowned.
I don't like the way I can express myself. I can express myself. Shout out to my fast food podcast foodies. You know Morgs. He gives it up on the pod. Get me?
Nah, we appreciate you.
No, you don't.
We appreciate the story.
But this is back to R&B and the part of why we feel like I wouldn't say it's dead. I wouldn't say it's been killed, but I would say a lot of it is lost.
Yeah.
We're lost.
Yeah.
Right. So would you say that even the singing now is not great by R&B singers?
I would say that their vocal abilities are nowhere near the same.
Yeah.
But again,
why?
Do you know what it is? Because I feel like, for me personally, back in the day, those R&B singers used to study jazz, gospel music, and a lot of their roots come from there. It's a different type of singing.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids coming up now, they're not coming from the church time.
No.
Or they've separated from the church very early.
Talk
they
about it.
definitely don't listen to no jazz and blues.
Heathens.
Therefore, I think a lot of that type of singing is gone. So that's why when I mentioned someone like Queen, even though Queen Naija might sometimes, her pitch and her key can be a bit off and them things a bit like Keisha Cole. Yeah. But the bottom line is that they have that soul.
Yes.
They have that way of singing.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think we'll get it again. I think this younger generation are about this loving thing. They're about love.
Do you think that artists have been forced? Because there's some artists out there that can really sing.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they're forced to dumb it down now because of how music is made?
They need it to sound more commercial.
Because music isn't. I've noticed that over the last 20 years. That instruments have been slowly taken out of and extracted from
technology.
Because of technology, now you've got a beat maker.
Yeah.
And, when you don't hear anybody that actually sings, we know someone that can really sing.
Yeah, we know a few people.
Blue can really sing.
I know.
But someone that's being slept on in the industry, it sounds crazy, but Angel's R&B.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He is serious.
He really
How
is.
come that hasn't gone how it's meant to be?
Really
Someone
is.
that he can play. He's got the instruments. He can play. He's an amazing pianist. He's an amazing producer.
Yeah.
Can make really good music. And what's happened? How come that hasn't reached the heights? It should have quite easy. That should have been a.
It was never going to happen.
That should have been a home motherfucking.
It was never going to happen.
It was never going to happen.
It was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. I think in this country we don't consume R&B the way that they do in the States and other places. And I think also he was too early. Unfortunately,
I think he was too late.
No, I think he was early. I feel like if he was about now, I reckon he would come right now with the way people are loving it. No, but he's not making the same kind of music he was making then.
Do we really know that?
That's very true.
He's not.
That's very true.
He's not making the same kind of music he was making then.
No.
Okay, so it goes back to the question of being forced to go in a certain direction because of technology.
I think Drizzy's got some input.
We've provided Donnie's like big up to those that have transitioned. Man like Lyndon David Hall.
Come on.
Sexy Cinderella. Bro, to this day.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like Deontay Wilder, but to this day, you pull that on, whoever's riding shotgun
is wilding out.
She's going to feel a bit more comfortable being in your presence.
Yeah.
You have people like Omar.
Omar,
There's
amazing.
nothing like
Yeah. My sister was his man.
I'll go as far as saying even Damage.
Yeah.
Them brothers could sing. Their album was dope.
Yeah.
Even Get a Romance, which is a bop. It's a bop. But it's telling you, I need me.
That's a tune, actually.
You know it was a tune. It's telling you what they want. I need me. I'm mingle with the VIPs, but I need me some ghetto romance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The one who will cook me a little cornmeal porridge, but then oil my locks for me at the same time.
Talk about it.
I need that.
Yeah.
I think that the era we're in now, as Queen Woman said, a lot of people aren't coming from the church anymore. A lot of our established vocalists from the past that's still around now, their learning, their education vocally was in the church. Whitney Houston didn't just wake up one morning and go, I'm going to sing like this. Whitney Houston was in the church.
100%.
Knocking mofos down. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a common thread. Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans.
Yeah.
Every time you see a Bad Boy documentary and they talk about Faith Evans' growing up, they always go back to she started from the church. So then that leads to another thing where it's like, is the church no longer
relevant
anymore in regards to that
right. And exactly that. And this is what I wanted to mention, which is great because I've always listened to music on a level of it needs to say something to me. It needs to tell me something. It needs to give me a message, or it needs to make me feel some type of way. A lot of the music now, especially the R&B, it's just there's no substance, at all. Like they just almost like the R&B singers are almost like rappers now.
Yeah,
like
just softer tones.
Yeah, and they're just talking about. All right, cool. Joe would talk about making love, being in a relationship, treating a woman a certain way, doing what your man can't do.
That's the important one,
right? Now it's just like, I can get this girl, I got that, I got this, I got that watch on, I got rare, and it's just air for me. And it doesn't have substance.
Mad materialistic.
And that's where we're losing it a bit. Where Moments obviously alluded to earlier is that there are still people making R&B.
Yeah.
They're about. They are.
Summer Walkers, Scissors.
But then see the thing with Summer Walker, for me, I feel like she's the female version, not just her. Let me not put all the weight on her shoulder. Yeah. But there's a group of them in that pool that are like the softer version of the players and all that we get in the rap bars. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she will give you something every so often that make you go raw. That's like, ooh, okay, cool, I felt that. But majority of the time, she's more or less saying what the guys are saying in rap from a female's perspective.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of guys running around me. I got this one who covers the bills. I got this one who takes me out for meals. I got the raw. That rhyme, don't hit the play, hit the game. I got this one who takes me out for trips, and then I've got this one who lays me down with bars again, or drinks. I was thinking more the D, but it's cool. But like they're more singing from that perspective.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear. I know there's a market and there's a range for that, but I don't want to hear your sweet voice telling me about you got like 10 guys on the go, and you've got these ones allocated for that. I want to
that
hear
is
you
a you problem.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear you say something like, I saw my high school sweetheart who we couldn't stay together because we went to different colleges, and then I saw him again recently, and he had the exact foundation I always thought me and him was gonna have. Because he's got the wife and the kids. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, how about you'll make us feel that way? And then maybe you might get some lyrics like that.
Well, basically, I can only speak for I and I. I respect. No, we are part of the problem, because whatever we consume, what we're given to consume, we make it popular. That's what's going to be the trendy thing, right? So I am 100%. Listen, Big Pimpin' for me is one of the best records ever made, and that's just talking about. It's the title says Big Pimpin'. And that's one of my favorite bops ever. But I understand I am part of the problem. However, when I want to just chill, I just want to chill. I want to hear stuff that will speak to me. Sometimes there's some records, it will speak for you when we go back to our playlist. When you make the right playlist, there's very little you have to say to your plus one.
Right.
Because the music is talking for you. Unless you can't hear, then that's a problem, because like, how'd you get in the first place? She will hear the theme of what these guys are saying. Like, go back to my Luther Vandross.
You can keep going back.
R&B.
You can keep going back.
Despite the demons, despite the demons he has dealing with, R. Kelly had songs that would just make you have to just sit in front of him and say, you know what, there's something I want to tell you, but hold on, press play. And then afterwards she'll be like, right, so what are we doing?
But he was, you
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got two gatto cakes in front of you, and you can either just chop off a little bit or you can indulge. R. Kelly indulged too much.
Yeah.
Understatement.
But he would take. You said the
but he had
he put one on top of the other.
Serious issues. He had some serious issues, and I don't like the way he made me feel. I don't think anybody supported him correctly.
Nah, we're
digressing.
I'm not trying to go there.
Yeah.
But he's got demons, but. In other genres,
go for it.
They're not talking about other people. When you talk about these AC/DC motherfuckers, and they tear out bare pitney, and they tear out bare women, and treat them in a whole type of way. Even Elvis, You get what I'm saying?
Bro,
the original Teeth in Donny.
bro,
He's
bro.
a Teeth like I don't know what.
Wow.
Anybody
Did you see
anybody
that?
that's on me for Elvis, and
Could you tell them quickly about that? Because I wanted to
Elvis
mention
has
that.
never wrote any of his songs. Elvis
Did you see
hasn't wrote
the-
a song, but
no,
he
but
was
I knew
given
this.
Graceland.
Yeah, but Whitney
You know
never
what I'm
wrote.
saying?
As far as I'm aware,
No.
wrote any of
But
his
so
songs.
basically, I did.
We wrote all his songs.
Well, basically, right, there's the Elvis film came out, a couple of months ago, and then I obviously, you sent it to me online of the original voice of Elvis.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's totally different. It's like what?
rotted. You straight jacked.
Well, but you got to remember the time that they're coming from. A lot of the time, so black. Like my dad is a big blues and jazz person,
Shout out
so that's
to
my
Pops.
history on that.
Shout out
so
to him.
you got to remember them times. Those records couldn't get on the mainstream stations,
Right.
right?
They had
So
to
what would
use
happen is they would nick the records, remix it, and then put it back out. And Elvis was big on that, and so many other people in the
Wow.
Motown era. That was standard.
A
That's
lot,
what
a
they were
lot of
doing.
amazing,
A lot of them.
amazing songwriters, producers never got none of their flowers.
Ever.
They got absolutely
Ever.
robbed by
No,
these
no,
labels.
I knew,
Yes,
I knew,
absolutely.
but the
by
thing
these
about
record
the
labels,
thing about it is,
so it could have been the smallest label ever and become massive because of some of these hits from
Absolutely.
artists that died poor.
Yes.
Trim, I knew this was happening, but when you see it as a doc,
Yeah.
you're like
Visually,
wow.
putting the visuals
You're
to
like,
what you know.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
But then
you know, like that.
he used to go to, again, back to the churches, because that's
Yeah.
where all the good stuff comes
church
from.
was
the
He
biggest
going to the
A&R
churches,
ever.
His
Yeah.
eyes are being open to that, you know what I'm saying?
What happened to the bridging records?
They're
Do you
gone.
know what?
Yeah, but you can't.
It's funny you say that, right? Because
Where's the bridge?
the artist that I'm working with now, she's an R&B singer.
Yeah.
And bless her. So we have little sessions where I'll pick an artist from back in the day and we'll go through their tracks.
Yeah.
And so she can study how tracks were made.
Yeah.
Because even the way songs are structured is not R&B. It hasn't even got that vibe anymore, right?
No.
So it used to take you through a proper story and then it would break down, then it would give you a pause, a moment to take it in, and then it would build back up again, and then you're off.
100%.
We don't have that no more.
You know-
It's lazy writing.
You lot don't know about Glenn Lewis.
Oh my God. I remember I was in 10 rooms,
Glenn
me,
Lewis.
Blue, and I can't remember who else it was. And we were sitting down. I just paid £15 for 3 orange juices and I was miffed. I was like, what is this? And all of a sudden we heard, my Sherry,
Hey.
like that. And I was like, and I looked at Blue, 'cause Blue can sing.
Yeah.
And we looked like that. And we went, who's this Donny sitting down there? He was right next to us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, within about 5 minutes later, he performed.
Right.
And then put out, I think it's Outside My Windows, the name of the album. And that I never knew who he was. We were sitting there and we're just like, he is mad.
cold.
It sounded so close to Stevie Wonder. I was like, this is ridiculous. But he put his own little
Twist
sprinkles
to it.
on it. And I
Right.
just thought, nah, he's...
Bruv, MJ opened
then
up
you-
with a song with Girl, close your eyes.
Come on.
Bruv, come on. You're already telling
Come
her.
on.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
for
feeling.
me, I remember the exact place I was. I was in a New York City nightclub and Miguel Adorn came on.
True.
And I was like, what is this?
He's really
He
good.
is amazing.
Like, he's one of the last few Mohicans
Yeah,
who are
yeah,
like
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when
yeah,
that song
yeah,
came on
yeah.
and I heard it for the first time in the nightclub, I stopped bopping and I just had to like what? I went to the DJ and said, sorry to interrupt you, man, but who was that?
Yeah.
He goes, Miguel Adorn. That was my tune for the summer, bro.
Miguel, Music Soul Child, and Glenn
Yeah,
Lewis
yeah.
were like
Talk about it.
three
Yeah.
Yeah.
that were like
At that time.
that were
yeah,
just
yeah.
Miguel came a little bit after.
Yeah.
but
Is that
Music
why?
Soul Child.
Is that why we gravitated to I'ma leave the door open?
That's why we got
Because it gave us
Yeah,
that,
that feel.
feeling.
do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of like,
Yeah.
yo,
one of Shai's favorite records. At
like,
Yeah.
yo, man, like, raw. It's almost like we was
Yeah.
begging for
Shout out
that.
to,
And when
shout
it
out
came,
to
it
them.
was like,
shout
you know
out to
what I
them for that. So, like, in conclusion, R&B is not dead. R&B hasn't been killed off yet.
look for it.
But
You have to search more now.
you have to look for it. Maybe because there's so much music as well that comes out, you're gonna have to dig in the crates a little bit more. And furthermore, there's music, plenty of music to go back to and listen to.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we just becoming
Can
our
be
own.
a
We're
little-
becoming our parents even when we was listening to our music, our parents like, it's not like our music.
Yeah.
This is not like our music.
No.
So it's clear that in every generation things change, things rearrange, and
They come back.
But as long as there is artists, who we've mentioned, that are still making that stuff, some of it will stay.
Yeah. I mean, they're sampling the hell out of all of that
Yeah.
stuff right now, more than ever.
But you see, what it is moments. You see what it is, Mo. Like sampling pisses me off a little
I know.
bit.
Some, yeah,
Because I feel like sampling hasn't been done well enough.
I agree.
It's like they just jack it. It's like there's not enough.
It's more like
I
a
agree.
refix
I
as
agree.
opposed to
Yeah.
a sample.
Yeah.
I
It's
agree.
just like
100%.
Right.
It's not.
So when you hear it, Trim, you're kind of like, hold on a minute. I know I've heard this thing before.
Yeah.
You know, where's that sample from? Now they just basically just copy
Slap
paste.
it.
No, but
and
it's
put new-
lazy because it's the
Yeah, but that's
easiest
because
way.
of
That's the
technology.
word.
We've been
It's-
forced to do that.
That's the word.
It's
That's
the
a culture.
easiest way to get people on your shit. So if something sounds familiar and it's nostalgic, right, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this. Even if the track ain't that good, who did it? Diddy did it with that 50 song. That
Yeah, I know what you're
call
talking
it?
about.
What's, I don't even.
What with gangster? Was it Many Men? Not Many Men.
I know what
It
you're
was-
talking
I know
about.
it's true. You're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Either way, that one, right? The moment I heard it, my heart was like, oh my God, this is my... And then I listened to it, I thought, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
But I still listen to the record a lot because of the
Because-
way it makes me feel and what it reminds me of.
attachment to
And
the
that
other.
is what a lot of the R&B lot are doing. They're sampling the old stuff.
Yeah. But look at the difference between, so for example, even though we talked about these, I'm not going to say that, but even when you think of the song, you remember Don't Be Cruel, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a song sung by Elvis, yeah, but Bobby Brown done his own version to it.
Yeah.
When you listen to the two,
Yeah.
they don't sound the same.
No.
If you're gonna do something
that's how
like
it
that
should
and
be.
put your
It should
own
sound
stamp
different.
on it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, agree.
But here it's just a straight bite.
Yeah.
They just take a straight bite
Yeah.
out of it. And it's,
Yeah, because like Kanye, when Kanye was producer Kanye,
Yes.
he would sample stuff, but it wouldn't be super obviously.
was-
No,
in.
it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
it was
But
artistic.
you'd hear it a couple of times, go, yo, this sounds for me. And those days, you'd obviously read the credits in the CD booklet, and he'd be like, it's sample from. And realistically, when done properly, a sampled song or a song that has a sample in it is meant to make you go back and try and find the original sample.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But now we're in this era where I feel like every 20 songs you hear, at least 16 of them have sampled a song from like that early 20s
Yeah.
to 2010 era.
Yeah.
All of it. Like Tiger's got a new song, Sunshine, the little flip, Sunshine.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing, just
Yeah.
it's got Tiger on it.
Yeah.
And Janae Aiko on it, bro. It's not even like he's tried to like wheel it in there in the background. He's like, hold on, that little
Yes, to get
like
you
that
thinking
riff or
about
something.
it.
Yeah.
No, you know
Yeah.
it's that
It's
track.
that, bro.
Yeah.
H is using a bunch of them. I mean, it's working for him, but he's in, like, it's just like,
It might as well be exactly
but that's
the same.
it.
You know
It's
what I'm
pop,
saying?
innit? It's
Yeah.
pop.
And then
Them
people
man,
go-
they're just making straight pop.
and then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got flipping King Burner with that song, right? Which is the Tony Braxton,
Last.
right? Wasn't
Yeah.
man enough for me
Yeah.
sample, right?
Yeah.
And then people are like, he goes on camera and he goes in the interview. Oh yeah, well, in regards to sampling that song, she's getting like 60% of the royalties and that from it.
Be more original then.
And that's what I thought. But then also I'm seeing people online going, oh my gosh, that's too much. It's like, hold on a minute. He's
this.
taking a sample of a record that is a worldwide bona fide hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what is it? What
He's
you
not
gonna
even
make
mad
about
at that.
it?
He was only taking 10% and he's okay with that.
Yeah, how it
Because
should
he
be,
knows.
yeah.
Do you know what it is? There are some moves, in my opinion, that are worth it.
Yeah.
And that one was worth it.
Exactly.
Even if you're taking 5%,
Yeah.
that is worth it.
Yeah.
It was an anthem for the summer.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
We can go down a deeper rabbit hole of the business side of R&B too. But we've got a lot to talk about today. But as I said, like I think we said it at the beginning of the conversation. There's so much layers to this conversation.
Yeah.
It's a theme. It's a series. It's not. It's something to revisit.
So maybe we should.
But
Yeah, you should.
Maybe we should.
Absolutely.
A good tactic is to go and play someone like a Glenn Lewis on your whatever stream platform you use.
Yeah.
the algorithms on that streaming platform should send you down a rabbit hole of like
that
artists.
similar to
Yes.
And then there might be some new ones in there that you might discover, and you're like,
Talk
who is
about it.
this? And that's how you get access to the type of R&B that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If you're
Yeah.
really
if you really want to hear it.
if you really want to research,
Oh my God,
Find
can I
a
say one
specific-
thing?
Go
Where's the
for
camera?
it.
Is that the camera, yeah?
Yeah, there's a few of them.
For all you R&B people making R&B music, the one thing I would say that is really frustrating is there's no chord progression anymore in the music, right? And when you look at it, even just from like the technical side, it is so basic. It's like 2 chords, that's it. They go like this. Whereas if you listen to something like ATL, Let Me Make It Up With Love, it goes here, there, everywhere. And that is what makes you... do you know what? The song's meant to hug you.
And
it hugs you.
And a lot of the time now, artists are fast tracking their music to one another via emails, and they're not in the studio with the band, with the other artists.
Building.
Session and jamming.
It's
No jamming.
It's just cut and paste music. Again, that's another thing.
And that's why I've been saying to you, you need to listen to that Lobby Boys album.
I do.
From Jim Jones and
Right.
Because that album,
I need to check
you
it.
can tell they were in the studio
making
together.
it.
That's lit.
And the music sounds way different
Right.
to other albums which has got
Detached
features and stuff
now.
like that.
It's
you
really
know?
detached.
And just off the back of what Mom was saying, not every song you make needs a rapper.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like,
And rappers are killing it as well, because this is how relevant. So I don't want to stretch it too long.
Pause.
But obviously rappers are then because R&B is so relevant. They're harmonizing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just says it all. So it can't be dead.
It ain't.
It ain't dead. But there's some amazing music out there.
There is. This is one of my favorite records at the moment. It's very, very
it's good.
quite topical.
Okay.
It's quite it's a massive segue. And I want to say shout out to Diddy.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
Fast Food Podcast, episode 8. We have special guest Moments in the building. Shout out to the man them, Drizzy, Sakafet, Freckles, Trimmer, Joe Montana. Shout out to my son Shia in the cut, chilling like a villain. Quickly, I want to big up all the Clubhouse lot, and I'm going to reel them off very quickly because I've got them written down actually. So
nice.
Let's quickly do that as we move. I want to shout out to Joe Black, man like Sharks, Tyro, Nikita, Angie. Shout out to Denise, Uncle Quabella, Angtak Queen, Jamaica Smokes, Rome's, Ruli, Summer, JK, Joseph, Liffy, Angtak Aziza, Rachel, Angtak Lexi, Infa, Lolly, Sean, Havana, Reem, I should say. Reem ain't seen for time actually, I haven't spoken to, but she's shout out to you, Chef, Angtak Mizwit, Angtak Layla, not my ex. It's not like that. Because I'll be getting her back. We'll talk about getting back. One day in the episode, we will talk about get backs. Yeah? Yeah. Shout out to Cooley, Angtak AS Gaz, Angtak Laverne, Angtak Moments, who's here, LaShawn, Ricardo. You know that the Love Island lot.
Yeah.
Ashley, Angtak Clarkey, Hodge. I should say Hodge.
Uncle Clarky.
Angtak Dirts, Angtak Kenny.
Man like
And
Kenny.
if I've forgotten you or I've left you out, it's not personal. Don't worry about it.
catch you on the
Keep
next
it
one.
moving, right? Any more shouts? Cool.
Damn.
Just run through a little bit of pop culture quickly before we do a little quick fire round. What would you like to talk about? Monkeypox?
No thanks.
You don't?
Nah.
Why?
What do you want to talk about?
Make it sound sexy. Go on, Trim.
It's not about making it sound sexy, but I think it's really
Mama
important.
said we
I think
don't.
it's really important to talk about stuff like this because imagine what would you do if you got monkeypox?
I will deal with it in the appropriate manner. I
Do
just
you
don't
know-
want to deal with another conversation about another bomber clock thing that's out in there.
Yeah.
Since the last thing that shut down the whole world is still floating around like a flu, and now you got this one.
Yep.
So this is like a don't want to talk about it, but if you catch it, then it's your fuck.
This one's peak. Cannot lie. This one is peak. Like this monkeypox thing.
Have you seen it? Have you seen what it looks like?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's peak.
It's mad.
It's peak, and it's not only
So
just
then
that. It's
wouldn't
even
that
the
make
way
it
you
more important
treat
to talk
it.
about?
It's not even treatable properly.
Yeah.
You have to treat every
pock.
everything.
You have to treat
Every symptom you have to treat like differently and
Yeah.
separately, like a separate illness.
Yeah.
I'm like, and this one's taking out kids as well. Nah, man.
Yes.
Anybody trying to talk about this, man? We still surviving COVID.
I'm just saying it's depressing, isn't it? It's just like, here we
It
go
is.
again.
It is,
Another
but
thing
do
to
you
get rid
know
of the
who-
Negroes, huh?
Do
Sorry.
you know who predominantly get it? I was just asking, do we know, like, what is it about? How much do we really know about smallpox?
Okay, so
Smallpox.
Monkeypox. So, do you know who gets it?
Irv Gotti,
He doesn't know who gets it.
That fool.
Irv Gotti said Missy Elliott has bigger hits than Busta Rhymes.
Oh, that's what you want to discuss. Okay, cool.
I
But
think she
she's
does.
pen-wise, she's probably got a
She
few more
does.
credits than him, right?
You may not like it, but she abso-fucking-lutely does.
Do you know
Oh my
what?
God, sorry for swearing.
Do you know what? No, it's fine.
Okay.
He's got headphones
he's got
on.
that's why he's got
Okay,
headphones on. It's a very interesting question because initially I was like, hell fucking no. Then I was like, actually, there was a period of time Missy Elliott had some slaps. And
Some
those
slaps. Can you do that again? I'm not going to let you do that. Not to now. Do it again. Yeah, he tried it.
there was a period of time Missy Elliott had some massive hit records. But what I'm thinking is, are we talking about record sales now? Because I haven't done it. What I haven't done is enough research to find out if she sold more records than Busta Rhymes, because that's a conversation.
He didn't say that. He said hits.
Right.
Hits.
Bigger
As
hits.
in, like, her discography is superior to Busta Rhymes.
It absolutely is.
So that's the-
and it
then-
doesn't take away
Then we
from
can't.
Busta.
Yeah, but moments. Then we can't do that. Then
Why?
why we can't do that is because Busta Rhymes has clearly a longer career,
Yeah.
By far.
and if you're talking about hits in every era, he's pretty much got a dozen in each. So all right, so let's go as far as leaders of the new school. Scenario.
Yeah.
Where he started.
Okay.
That's a banger. And that was before.
Oh, that's the trouble.
Yeah, but
that's
his feature. But yeah,
but that's Busta's.
That's
That's his
performed
entrance.
that.
That's his entrance to the game.
Yeah.
That's how he went in, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Right. And then you go fast forward to when he started doing his solo career, when you got When Disaster Strikes, you got Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, you got
My God,
Dangerous,
that
you've got what was the Knight Rider record?
Fired up. No. Yeah.
Fired Up.
Fired Up, all on the same album, right? Then you go to second album. No. You go back an album. You go Woo-Ha.
That was on his debut album.
That was the coming, right? So you got Woo-Ha. You got what else was on that album?
Bro, he's got a lot.
Right.
He has.
What I'm saying is, the conversation for me has to separate with albums what sold the most. So if Missy Elliott had let's say Missy Elliott had 8 to 10 years of continuous fire. Busta Rhymes is 30.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about bigger hits, you could argue who watch record. Me and you could sit here and go subjectively, you prefer that over that.
Yeah.
When we're talking about bigger hits, you've got.
All right.
I think Missy's still got bigger hits.
All right. Here's where I'm gonna throw a little
our
trump card to
children
your
will know.
argument. While Missy was doing hits, while Busta Rhymes was making hits, and Missy was making hits solo, Missy was writing for people.
I was gonna say that.
to make
Thank
hits.
you.
Kills it.
Thank you.
That
Tweet.
kills it.
On top of that.
Yeah,
Tweet
but
was-
not only that.
No, I'm saying,
not
but
only
as an
that,
example.
but she had Timberland's beats.
Yes.
But she had a hand in the Aaliyah stuff.
Yep.
So think about it. Missy on her own as an MC, singer, wherever you want to put boxing.
Songwriter, everything.
She is her own animal.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
She absolutely is.
And when Missy wasn't being an animal for herself, she was doing it for other people, writing hits for them. Like when Tweet dropped Oops, Oh My.
Yeah.
To this day, some people are still confused what that song is about.
Yeah.
All right, 20 for 20. Who's done it? Who's 20 for 20 in the verses? Missy Elliott or Busta Rhymes?
It depends what records they choose.
20 for 20.
20 for
20
20.
for 20,
I think
Busta.
Missy still has it.
All day.
I still think she has it.
No.
I really do.
No.
Okay, because look, it feels like this is the Missy so far, and this is the Busta Rhymes.
No, this is a conversation.
But it's good. It's good.
I knew this was going to cause this.
Because we're having counter.
Because
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No.
I'm saying the chest is too high.
Do you know what it is? And do you know how I can say it? Because I personally prefer Busta.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
But hits, Missy was just on something different. Like I said, her songs are legendary in a different way. Like I said, our children know. My son knows some of Missy's songs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Without me playing her in the house.
Yeah.
Because it's still in
She
his
probably had a
shows.
bigger reach.
She really did.
She'd had a bigger reach.
She really, really did.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's not just that. The fashion, the choreography,
Yeah.
everything about her she was before her time. She was stepping into the future.
But moments, you could say she kind of took that from Busta, because Busta was way outside.
She's like the female Busta.
He was outside.
Yeah,
He
and
was-
she's
I
like
will
the
give
female
that.
Busta.
And
He
I
was
will give
outside
that.
before.
And I
Their
will give that.
personality musically
was
similar.
quite similar. I agree with that. Absolutely. I agree with that.
All right. Just to conclude this
'Cause we gotta
conversation,
move on.
gotta move on.
Yeah.
Right, Missy's songwriting credits. So this is not Missy the artist. This is Missy the songwriter.
Yeah.
Confessions, Destiny's Child, One in a Million, Monica. Oh snap! So Gone, Monica.
Yeah.
Jesus.
1 2 Step, Sierra.
Yeah.
Burn It Up, Janet Jackson. Baby Doll, Mariah. Call Me, Tweet. Signs, Beyonce. Like My Love Is Like Whoa by Maya. I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
So she
That's
could
a
pull
bad
that out of the
tune.
back. Listen,
That's a
if
bad
Missy
tune.
does a verses, Missy could be like, right, I'm going to give you my song credit bag
She
first,
has to separate.
and then
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my
Yeah.
hits bag.
Yeah.
All right, so we can move on.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is definitely going to be,
Research.
there's going to be a segment.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go away, gather Busta Rhymes' bits and pieces, pause.
Yeah.
You're going to gather Missy Elliott's bits and pieces, that's not a pause. And then we're going to have a discussion about really and truly who's doing more. I think that's
And
what
can
we
I
should
also
do.
say,
He's trying to
Missy
save time
sings
by
on
doing it now.
songs that people don't even know it's her singing.
Of course.
That's how bad it is. Like people don't even know that it's her on a track.
Yeah. But
She is just-
Busta Rhymes had a record with Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I know, big one, but still, Missy's something else.
Mariah.
Yeah.
That was huge.
But yeah. Okay.
Big up Ashanti, though, still.
For what?
Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson broke up.
The hell?
Who cares?
I was gonna say, why did you put?
We
why
knew
did
that-
you put that on there?
We knew that was going to happen, right?
100%.
Absolutely.
He's in therapy now. He's getting therapy.
I'm not surprised. He's gonna need more than that.
I knew the breakup was going to happen. I knew it was.
Do you think she's attractive?
I said,
Why are we doing that?
I was
just
like,
wanna know if you
I
think
actually
she's
spoke in my own language. Who?
Wow,
Kim?
man.
I swear he does this every so often on the pod.
he
He
does.
asks if Kim's attractive. I swear that. It's like a theme
No,
for him.
last time it was Britney.
Britney Spears.
No, we're off Britney.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
But I said it's a summertime thing, you know. I said this ain't making it to winter. I said this from earlier in the pod. This ain't making it to winter.
Yeah.
Here we are. So who's next? Trick, what are you saying? Kim Hollers? What we doing?
No way.
I said no.
Never ever. I need something more authentic. You get what I'm saying? I need that. I need something.
Have you seen Day Shift on Netflix?
Yeah.
I've heard it's good.
Really good.
Really funny.
It's alright.
It's good.
Really good.
It's yeah.
Action.
It's a B movie.
So
It's a B
pinch
movie.
of corn. Pinch of corn.
Whoa.
Pinch corny. Little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
corny.
pinch corny.
It's got a pinch
I like
of
a bit of corny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely worth
not-
what. I think it's
that was a
definitely
bad
worth
laugh.
watch. It's definitely worth a watch. It's not something I go cinema and watch.
No.
But it's definitely worth a watch.
It's exactly on the right platform. It's on the perfect platform for it, and it's on Netflix. And I definitely would give it a 7 out of 10.
I want to big up Megan Good. Let's move on.
Sorry, I mean,
Oh, snap. On the subject of actresses.
Did you see the live, bro?
I had a brief encounter with Michaela Cole. Do you know who Michaela Cole is?
Who's Michaela Cole?
I May Destroy You series.
Bubblegum.
Is it bubblegum, chewing gum?
Chewing gum.
Yeah.
Chewing gum or something like that.
You'd know if you see her. She's in the new Wakanda Forever film.
Yeah.
So I was at this basketball game. Shout out to my girl Dominique who sent the invite out. I was at the basketball game chilling. I look around. I'm standing. I see Michaela Cole there. I was like, no way. I was like, Dre, you got like 30 seconds. Make it count, buddy. I said to her, hey, what's happening? I said, I gave her the Wakanda salute. She gave it to me back. Because I was like, yo,
Just a little pinch corn.
if she pawed me, I'd be upset. It's like, come on, man, you can't paw me. This is the holy grail. Wakanda's like our heaven, isn't it? I gave her the Wakanda salute. She gave it back to me. I said, hey, November, we're showing that, though. She smiled and she said, I hope so. I was like, don't worry, we got down this match. So big up her.
Big her up.
And big up her Queen Tessa Thompson that I met. It's been a good month still.
Yeah, I was about to say, why are you smiling like that?
Sorry, I don't pick that name off the floor. Sorry.
Also, She-Hulk, Netflix.
Yeah.
Not She-Hulk, that's
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Watch the first episode.
Can we be honest?
I'm on.
Let's be
I
honest.
can't wait.
I'm
I need it to build up.
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
anyone seen the Raising Canaan first episode?
No, I never got into
Nah, for me, they're trying to do
Lost
too
me in
much now.
power.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
power. I left
You
power.
guys?
I left power from
Yeah, but it's not.
guys. I left power
Ghost.
from power.
Ghost is good. Then with the youth,
Power Book
that's
2
it.
with
Power Book 2 sick.
with
Force is sick. They're all sick. Bro.
Tyreek.
I don't even know. Yeah, Tyreek.
now that show made me rate Tyreek from going from
Yeah.
I would. You don't understand
Maybe I
that
need
sweet
to-
life you
maybe
got.
I need to.
Yeah.
But She-Hulk, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Hold on, let's be honest about She-Hulk.
What's going on?
When she turns green, though.
That big bitch.
What, she
She
did
looks-
something for you?
when she turns
Why do
green,
you
she
look like
looks-
you're
You like
tugging in?
big? You like big bitches?
She,
What's wrong with the big bitch?
No, what happens
She's
is
a green bitch.
what happens is when she turns into She-Hulk, she looks better.
Is it?
Yeah, there's like a. She looks.
No, you ain't right.
Look at that. He looks like
I'm
the
just
purple emoji.
doing what he's avoiding to
Have you
say.
watched the first episode?
No,
yet?
I'm waiting for
Right,
it to
so I
build.
can't spoil it for
Nah,
you. I won't
nah.
spoil it. You haven't seen it
Okay.
yet?
No.
No, I won't spoil it. Okay, cool. It's yeah. First episode really good.
Okay, cool.
First episode really good. Let's
Well,
go.
clearly, apparently, when she turns green, it
Yeah,
does
made him
something
take
for
off his
this one.
sunglasses.
Nah, she looks good though when she turns green though.
Do you know what? I'm not one to talk. I get turned on by Transformers and
them
I don't know
thing.
what is it that I heard.
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
real.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I can't lie. I don't know.
Transformers?
Do you know what? There's
Yeah.
something about
She's
when
a
the car is going, right?
Yeah.
It's in I think the second one. The car's going. And then it just turns and transforms into a, and it starts running. And he had dreads, and I just thought there's something kind of hot about this. I'm not gonna lie,
He's
I'm
gonna
sorry, it's weird,
He's
but
gonna
it
make
is.
his own great
Even
decisions.
Godzilla and King Kong when they were going at it, I was like, oh shit. Then, yeah, I'm. What can I
So
say?
that is. So you really like the animalistic?
Do you know what?
Kind of.
It just, I don't know why. It's a bit weird, but it definitely, like, low-key does something a little bit for me.
In the
Cannot
levels.
like the nice cars turning into fucking robots and backyard.
You women like nice cars.
Nah, man. Are you joking? We love them. We love them.
All right, Fast Food Podcast episode 8. We're gonna go quick fire rounds, moments, get involved. This is this is one of the part of the show that
This is where I get fucked up.
Yeah.
'cause I answer
Whoa.
too
Yeah?
fast.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You want to do it?
All right, let's go with who gets the most benefits, the main partner or the side piece?
The main
Benefits.
partner. Main partner.
Main partner.
Main partner.
Main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would you snitch on your bona fide old school Wade from the creation of Earth, brethren, or cheat on your partner?
Cheat on my partner every night.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Would you
Yeah.
snitch on your bona fide brethren, the one who's been with you through the mud, the thick and thin, to the sunshine, the good times, or cheat on your partner?
Snitch on my brethren.
Trim?
It's a good question,
Great one, yeah.
bruv.
Trim. I mean, sometimes
Next question.
All right. Because Moma's here, I'm going to throw this one back in again. Keep one. Your best friend or 200 million?
Oh, my best friend.
Morgs?
You got my question. You got my answer last time. It's the question that the answer
It
I
has been
want.
answered before.
Because
we didn't answer it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to
laughed.
see. Yeah, because I was trying to see if you still feel the same way.
There's the answer I really want to give.
Yeah.
There's the answer I really want to give. Let's go.
All right. Is it a big deal if your partner doesn't post you on social media?
No.
Yes. You niggas got us fucked up.
Because why'd you say that? Why does it matter?
I personally don't mind, but do you know what? It matters, man. It matters.
Yeah.
If you are with someone, like truly with someone, and your page really talks about you and all the different things you do, and that person is nowhere in sight, but they're probably one of the most important things in your life, get out of here. Unless it's for protective reasons, nah, sir.
But what if that is sacred to you and everything else isn't?
That's bullshit because it's cap. Because a lot of the time you got people showing their yards and all this. Your yard should be sacred.
So how do you feel? So how do you feel about again? But how do you feel about being in a relationship? Some people will focus on sharing about finances and stuff like that, and then you've got other people that are both successful, but they keep their finances separate. Are you now saying that it has to just be one way? There's no variable to it.
Again, it depends on the couples. Like someone that's with me is lucky. You ain't got to post me, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I understand why girls get annoyed.
Yeah.
I even understand why man them get annoyed about it too.
I get it. Well, I'm not bothered.
But it's not bothering. So yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
If someone that has been building up, like there's a lot of sexual tension between you and someone, right? And it's been building up, and then you finally decide to give in.
Yeah.
And the first attempt just didn't measure up to how you envisioned it.
Yeah.
Do they warrant a second attempt?
100%.
Yes.
Repeat it.
All right, let me break it down. If there's someone you want to have sex with for time, and they finally agree to have sex with you, and the sex did not meet how you had it in your head, do they warrant coming back to try and redeem their stroke?
No.
No?
Why?
One and done?
No.
Why is that?
Because if I built up an expectation of it,
Yeah.
and it's meaty, I don't want no more.
Everybody has days off.
But that's your
Yeah,
expectation.
but you could have a day off when you're together, not just off the cuff, off the fly. Off the fly, you got to get flung around the room and them thing there. Yeah.
When is it not a good time to date someone who's married?
Never.
Come again.
No, just keep coming.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
of course.
You lot are sick. No home training.
Of course, man.
Yeah, you're lot ill.
100%.
Yeah.
Hold on. Whose thoughts I really want to get on this one is my like Jojo. Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza.
You found it.
Not what's it called?
It doesn't have to be pepperoni. You can put it with
Yeah,
chicken.
you can just add it in.
You can just have.
People do have it with chicken.
Yeah.
No.
All right, he's a real South Londoner. All right, Morgs, you got one or
Ding. Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes.
yeah.
Multiple.
It has to
Wait
be.
a minute.
Multiple.
Lord help us.
Yeah, you're gonna make him
Lord
go
help us.
speechless again.
What are one of your nicknames?
Huh?
What are one of your nicknames?
Jigger.
Mama means forehead.
Mama.
Yeah.
G.
Forehead.
Yeah, they're rude.
Your forehead's not that
Everybody
big,
calls
though.
me G. Asian people who call me G, it rolls off their tongue real quick and easy.
Like Gee.
G, there's a G. G.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
They say it lots of times.
Wait. And just because of that impersonation you tried to do,
Yeah, of an Asian person.
I want to, like, I'm not trying to get cancelled, bro. Good.
Yeah.
G in
Say
there.
again.
G in there. G in
I
there.
went, I'll say it.
Yes. G in there. G. Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Nike all day, every day, twice on a Sunday.
I'm an Adidas baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, answer the question, G. They can't hear your silence. What you say, that Adidas?
I like all brands. Take it easy, man. Take it easy, baby.
Take it easy, man.
We say G. You look like an Adidas guy.
I'm a Nike.
You do.
I'm a Nike guy.
You look like an Adidas guy, actually.
He does, innit?
Yeah, proper.
All day dreams about. Sorry, what's the next question?
Missionary or doggy style?
Shit, man.
They ask questions where it has to be
Shit,
things,
man.
but I like.
That's the point of the quick fire. You got like.
prefer?
But we know which one is your go-to.
Yeah.
My go-to.
Yeah.
Missionary.
I'm gonna go with
You got 20 seconds.
doggy style.
Doggy style. Moles.
If I did missionary, 20
Yeah,
seconds in it's a
missionary.
problem.
Missionary.
Yeah.
You like looking in the face.
Yeah, well, you know.
In the
because-
face.
Well, yeah, you know, girls are men for me, so missionary is just it's the way forward. It's
Talk about
easier.
it. Talk about it.
Can I just say what was your one
Missionary.
as well? So I'm the only one that likes to get a firm grip.
Doggy
and-
style afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Doggies
still
are
get a firm
Yeah.
grip
You-
missionary.
I don't like how you
Yeah.
reconstruct it. Fuck you, man.
Can you not get a firm grip missionary?
Of course you can.
You can, but I like to like seriously. This is why I'm working out. Like grip, vice grip, gorilla glue grip, and then like just
That
power
looks,
drive.
That looks a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, bro. Man.
that's
Oh,
not-
babe.
But it's not about me. It's about you guys. Next question.
Missionary.
No, you know what I do like as well. I like the cowgirl position as well. That's dope.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Even
like
the
that.
way he's clicking at us.
Okay. What's your most used emoji? What is your most used emoji?
The covering
one.
of the face.
Yeah.
That little.
I can see you
That
doing
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Trim. Yeah, because you can get away with a lot of things with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so vague.
It's right. Yours.
Cover the face.
Cover the face
Yeah.
palm one. Yeah.
Face
All right.
palm.
There's some nice new ones still.
Last one. Name one or more of the things about yourself that you are working on.
Gratitude.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Yeah.
Expression.
Expression. Like what? Being more transparent. Or
To the
expressing-
opposite sex.
Are you saying he's not transparent? I mean, what are you trying to say?
No, I'm just. When he says expression, I'm saying in expressing himself or being more revealing with his expression.
I am self-aware that I'm more action than verbal. So I might do something to the opposite sex to
hear
make her
you.
understand and see that I like her. But I'm understanding now that you need to balance that out with just saying it outright, verbally. This is why I'm hot.
That's a nice way
you know what I
to
mean?
let her know that that's what you're doing without telling her. Good advert.
I'm working on patience more. Wow. My patience is bad. I've got bad patience. I'm not patient.
So,
Yeah, I'm not patient.
My mum is the worst.
Anger. And temper.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah.
moments, man.
Is it because of
You
the
wouldn't know.
transforming?
Yeah.
Wow,
Bro, you got to stop with them lip. Bro, what's the butt? All of a sudden, man's got the Elvis lips going on, bro.
It's
Yeah.
this chair with the flag. Come on.
Come on, feeling spicy over there, like nutmeg and things, boy.
There you go. And I see the thing. Well, it's not on my flag, but yeah. Isla Spice, no?
This is a Fast Food podcast. I want to thank Moments for
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for
to the
having
show.
me.
representing today. Appreciate it. Listen, now you're a friend of the show. You're welcome back anytime.
back.
Hit me, Morgs.
You're going
Always
to regret
welcome.
saying that.
No. Because we do talk as men a lot.
Yeah.
And we do
It is
want
male
more.
heavy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's too,
Yeah.
it's too,
Yeah.
It needs balance.
It
Yeah.
does sometimes. So
Yeah.
I definitely.
I'm here,
always
man.
welcome. Thank you for coming to the show. Want to big up Jojo Montana, Drizzy Sakafet Freckles as usual. We're back in a fortnight. We've got Carnival. We'll be back, so we're gonna have some stories to tell, I guess. Big up Trim Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer.
I might not make it still.
Yeah, I know. Don't forget, we are on all relevant DSPs, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Podcast. The episodes come out a couple of days later on our YouTube channel, which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Anything else?
Don't forget, Big up the Queen, Ekin-Su, for securing the bag.
Come on.
Come on. Big up Ekin-Su.
Securing the bag.
She did, yeah, she did. The
right.
bag.
The bag.
By the way, USA,
The biggest.
Love Island is better.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. But yes, we'll be back in a fortnight. Don't forget, this is food for thought, soul food for the mind, and a feast for the palate. It's not too deep if you take it L's you can learn from. I think the L should be more for learning. L.
It's not a loss, it's a lesson.
It's a
Yeah,
lesson.
I like that.
Nothing wrong with that. And I think choose your battles wisely, people.
100.
Yeah. On that note, we're signing out. Fast Food Podcast. We see you in a fortnight.
Peace.
I go by the name of Morgan Hytes. Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer. Drizzy, Saka Freckles. We are back for a brand new season 5 of the Fast Food Podcast. Remember, it is available on all DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Google Podcasts. Visual episodes are available on our YouTube channel. That is Fast Food Podcast TV. Peace.
I get that feeling in my stomach, like I'm feeling for a come up, like a pregnant woman eating for her unborn son or daughter. Serial killer with a splash of cold milk. These men are built by weight, lactic acid, home skills.